Good morning. We are in session 29 of the course. In the last session, we spent some time on supporting action of special verbs. We saw special action of special verbs, which were do, then be, then will, would, shall, should. Okay? And we also saw a very particular use of will, which is ordinary here and special here. Okay? And then we continued and saw special uses of supporting verbs, that is support this have, and then used to, use of use in special sense. Okay? And then can, could, may, might, and need, let, must, dare. Okay? So, these are verbs which are special in some sense or the other. Many of them are auxiliary in the sense that they help, they are helping verbs. They come in supporting roles. Okay? And some are special because of a certain other reason. Okay? So, here let us see a summary of all these special verbs. Okay? So, do in several forms: do, does, did, done, doing. Okay? And in negative, you write do not, does not, did not, but while speaking you say don't, doesn't, didn't. Okay? So, these are the contractions for speaking, for dialogues. So, if you write a drama, then in the dialogues you can put don't, doesn't, didn't. Okay? But in your normal serious writing, to the extent possible, use do not, does not. So, in normal writing also, once in a while some authors use these forms only when they are trying to narrate a story in a too intimate manner to you, as if they are telling. Okay? But in your compositions, typically write do not, does not, did not, unless you are reporting something in direct narration, direct speech. If somebody's speech you are narrating directly, then in that speech if don't comes, then write don't. Okay? Otherwise, normally full form, no contractions. The other, which was perhaps most important verb, okay, in several forms we have seen it earlier. Be in imperative sentences expressing request, order, instruction. Then are, am, is in present, where, was for past. Okay? And of course, in the case of future, you put a will. Okay? And then we saw the third form and fifth form, which have been used in certain sentences in order to signify certain tense patterns. And here also there are contractions: are not for written and aren't for speech, am not, is not for written, isn't for speech. Okay? Similarly, was not, were not. In dialogues, wasn't, weren't is fine. The next special verb was have, which again has its own forms. Have, has, had, having, and have to is one special use. And of course, there are similar contractions here. And use is another verb which is normally used in the ordinary sense, but there is a one special use of used to, okay, in order to signify habitual past. Okay. And then will is the typical future marking verb, and its past is would. That has two purposes. One is to talk of a past in a future context, and more prevalent use of would is to make a statement about a hypothetical situation. Okay. So, you come and ask my opinion on whether to join a particular university for PhD. Then I say that in a similar situation, I would make a thorough survey of all the universities to which I can get admission. I never sought that admission, so that situation was not mine. So, I will, I cannot say, but in a similar situation, if I were put in that hypothetical situation, I would do such and such thing. Okay. So, in order to make a statement about an imagined situation, you typically use would. Okay. So, you want to punish somebody or you want to take a fight with somebody, then I say I would rather like to make a compromise first. Okay. So, I am not in that situation, so I cannot say I will, so it is I would. Okay. Similarly, the negatives will not and would not. Okay. These in speech and dialogues of a drama or reported speech can be contracted to won't, wouldn't. Okay. Shall is very rarely used these days to mark future, but you can still use it if you like it. Okay. For I and we. For others, will come. Okay. But normal practice nowadays is to use will in all cases. However, the past of shall, which is should, has more or less left its old connection with shall, and now should is typically used to express a moral necessity. Okay. You should support your family. Okay. So, that is a moral necessity. Okay. So, negatives shall not, should not. Okay. Can, to be able to. Okay. Can means to be able to. Okay. So, can, could, cannot written together and spoken quite often as can't, could not written separately and quite often spoken as couldn't. Okay. May, past is might, but really not used in the past sense much. It is used in order to make it more polite. For that matter, even can is made could to make it more polite. Okay. May is for permission and might is a more polite format, or to signify less possibility, okay, fainter possibility. Okay. And the negatives are may not, might not. Okay. These again are a few: need, let, must, ought, dare, which are also special in some senses, and some of them are also called defective. You know why? Let us take some examples. Okay. I will try to make pairs of sentences with two verbs. Can here to help. Okay. So, I am asking you, पिछले साल वह एग्जाम पास नहीं किया था.
Last year he did not pass the exam.
गुड. पिछले साल वह एग्जाम पास नहीं कर सका था.
Last year he could not pass the exam.
Okay. Did not pass, could not pass. Okay. But in between he has made good preparation. Okay. इस साल वह एग्जाम पास करेगा.
This year he will pass the exam.
इस साल वह एग्जाम पास कर सकेगा.
This year he will be able to pass the exam.
Not he will can, he will be able to. You make note. So, can does not have future. Okay. Can does not have future. So, it does not have a future. Fine. That is one reason why it is defective. More. क्या तुम बाजार गए हो? मैं तुम्हें मोबाइल में पूछ रहा हूँ. क्या तुम बाजार गए हो?
Did you go to the market?
गए थे नहीं, गए हो.
Have you been to the market?
Okay. Have you been to the market? आसान कर देते हैं. Have you gone to the market?
Okay.
Okay. Have you gone to the class? Have you gone to the class? ठीक है. क्या तुम क्लास गए हो? Have you gone to the class? Maybe you are not yet in the class, you are on the way. I am asking you another question. क्या तुम क्लास पहुंच सके हो?
Have you reached the class? Have you been able to reach?
Have you been able to? क्या तुम क्लास पहुँचे हो, हैव यू रीच्ड द क्लास, क्या तुम क्लास पहुँच सके हो. You do not have you can reach, no, nothing of that sort. Can does not have a third form, okay, no past participle, and similarly there is no canning, okay, so no fifth form either, okay. मुझे यह गाना गाना अच्छा लगता है.
I love this song. I like this song.
I like singing this song.
गाना गाना
यह
अच्छा
गाना
लगता है.
गाना अच्छा लगता है. But I am not good at singing, you see. Some songs I can sing well, some other songs I cannot sing well. One day I can sing a particular song well, another day I am not in proper form, I don't manage it well. If I manage it well, I feel happy. Okay? मैं कहता हूँ यह गाना गा पाना मेरे लिए खुशी की बात है या मुझे अच्छा लगता है. यह गाना गा पाना मेरे लिए अच्छा लगता है, मुझे अच्छा लगता है.
To be able to sing this song.
To be able to, because there is no canning, no to can. I like to sing this song, but there is nothing like I like to can sing this song. So it does not have to plus can, it does not have canning. Because of these reasons, some of these verbs are called defective. They do not have all the forms, and they cannot put in all forms of conjugation. Okay? Similarly, must. If you must go, you must go. Right now, in a continuity, still you must go. No musting. Okay? So these are reasons why these are defective. Need. This is also defective in the sense that in certain circumstances it does not operate like a normal verb. You need to go. Opposite? You need not go. To has dropped off. Okay? To has dropped off. Okay? So negative is in a different manner. It is also possible to say you do not need to go. Then you will be operating in a normal manner. Okay? Similarly, ought also, in ought the to will come. Okay? Dare. For dare we saw the examples actually. He dares us to fight. Dares. It's not he, okay, but then see here, in a normal sense it would be he does not dare. Okay? But in the case of dare you simply say dare not. Okay? So there are ways in which these verbs are special. Okay. So we come to our final list of verbs. So 600 verbs in this course have been given to you, 500 earlier and the 6th list now. And this is the point where we will stop very unhappily, because still many common heavily used verbs remain outside the ambit of our lists. But we expect you to learn those verbs as you read lots of books and speak with lots of people. Yes. Just read out.
Achieve.
मतलब पता है? Achieve. Achieve.
Get something.
Continue.
Assess. Avoid.
Assess meaning? अंदाज लगाना. To analyze. Yes. अंदाज करना.
Avoid.
Avoid. Mostly people know the meaning. Beware.
Beware. सावधान.
सावधान रहना.
Board.
बोर्ड मतलब
चढ़ना.
चढ़ना. छत पे नहीं.
बस.
बस पे, ट्रेन पे, गाड़ी पे. ठीक है.
Boast.
डींग हाँकना. डींग हाँकना.
Bounce.
बाउंस.
Ball bounce.
हाँ, ठोकर खाकर वापस आना.
Bray.
ब्रे का हिंदी होता है रेंकना. बेसिकली द साउंड ऑफ डोंकी. ओके.
Breathe.
ब्रीद.
सांस लेना.
सांस लेना. लेना छोड़ना दोनों सेंस में होता है. एंड व्हेन यू से ब्रीद नॉर्मली देन यू मीन बोथ ऑपरेशंस टुगेदर. ओके. ब्रीद इन, ब्रीद आउट.
Breed.
पैदा करना.
जन्म.
पैदा करना. मतलब कि you breed certain quality of horses or whatever. Okay, that's also possible.
Build.
To construct. Can. To be able to. Sakna, right?
Cheer.
And we have put can, so separately we are not putting could, but we understand that could is almost a new verb in many senses. Okay, cheer. Cheer.
उल्लासित.
उल्लासित होना, यस, उल्लासित होना, या हौसला बढ़ाना भी होता है.
Conclude.
निष्कर्ष निकालना, कंप्लीट करना भी होता है, यस.
Continue.
जारी रखना, ठीक है.
Convey.
पहुंचाना, पहुंचाना, ठीक है.
Cough.
खांसना, ठीक है.
Count.
ठीक है.
Create.
सृजन करना, सृष्टि करना.
Creep.
झूल के लंबा हो जाना भी क्रीप होता है, ठीक है. और लता की तरह चढ़ना भी जो है वो भी क्रीप होता है. रेंगना बहुत केस में क्रीप होता है, ठीक है. इसलिए लता को क्रीपर भी बोलते हैं.
Dare.
हिम्मत करना.
Deal.
डील हैंडल करना होता है या बांटना भी होता है.
Decide. सिद्धांत.
तय करना.
Deduce.
डिड्यूस. टू रीजन आउट.
Reason.
टू रीजन आउट.
Defeat.
पराजित करना, हराना.
Delay.
देर करना या देर करवाना.
Encroach.
अतिक्रमण करना, दूसरे के जमीन पे जो है मकान बना डालना या कुछ.
Fear.
डरना, ठीक है.
Float.
फ्लोट. तैरना मतलब नॉट स्विम. To be there on the surface of water, yes, and to put something there on the surface of water also. We will float a proposal. Okay,
Forfeit.
forfeit. To give up actually. जब जमा पैसा वो फॉरफिट कर देता है तब हम उसको जो है सीज कर लेते हैं, तब वो लैप्स हो जाता है, ठीक है. फॉरफिट, सीज, लैप्स. तो वो फॉरफिट करता है जिसका ओरिजिनली था. सरेंडर अपने को नहीं, किसी इंटरेस्ट को.
Furnish.
सजाना, टू मेक रेडी, यस.
Glow.
चमकना.
Grow.
उगाना या उगना, दोनों, ठीक है.
Guide.
मदद करना, दिशा देना, यस.
Heal.
उपचार करना.
Hoard.
जमा करना, थोड़ा इलीगली.
Imagine.
कल्पना करना.
Join.
जुटना या जोड़ना.
Lay.
बिछाना. लाई इज लेटना और ले बिछाना.
Leap.
छलांग मार के, छलांग मार देना, लीप.
Let.
अलाउ, टू अलाउ,
Marry.
सब जानते हैं.
May.
मे.
Ask for permission.
To ask for permission, yes. This is a verb used to ask for permission. सकना सेंस में ले सकते हैं, थोड़ा कमजोर.
Mean.
टू इम्प्लाई, टू इम्प्लाई मतलब जो बोल रहा है उसकी तरफ से, जो सुन रहा है उसकी तरफ से उतना नहीं.
Mock.
खिल्ली उड़ाना.
Mourn.
शोक मनाना, यस.
Must.
Must is used to show a necessity, sort of rule based necessity.
Can you please give an example of a sentence?
You must drive on the left side.
So this must is coming with another verb.
Oh yes, must is a supporting verb. Must is a helping verb. So it operates in the do fashion, not in the be fashion. Okay. Must, can, should, all of these operate in the do fashion, that they have got the license of operating along with a defined verb in the real verb sense. Okay. Not like the other verbs like be and have, which operate only with third form or fifth form.
Need.
ज़रूरत महसूस करना सेंस में नीड.
Neigh.
हिनहिनाना, हिनहिनाना, दैट इज घोड़े की आवाज.
Object.
विरोध करना, विरोध करना, विरोध करना टू ऑब्जेक्ट.
ought,
दिस इज ए वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग मोरल नेसेसिटी. शुड से ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग, इट इज स्ट्रॉन्गर देन शुड. ओके,
pause,
रुकना, रोकना भी होता है. हाँ? रुकना, ठहरना, ठहरना. यस, हॉल्ट सेंस, हॉल्ट. यस, इट्स नॉट स्टॉप, इट इज हॉल्ट. यस,
peel,
छीलना. यस,
peep,
झांकना,
pierce,
छेद करना,
plan,
योजना बनाना. ठीक है, और एक्चुअली नाउन योजना भी होता ही है. बहुत सारे ऐसे हैं जो नाउन या एडजेक्टिव के तौर पे भी यूज होते हैं.
plead,
प्रार्थना करना. यस, एंड टिपिकली जो है किसी के फेवर में हम लोग प्लीड करते हैं कि इसे छोड़ दिया जाए, ये उतना बुरा भी नहीं है. ठीक है, या
pour,
ढालना, उड़ेलना, उड़ेलना.
pray,
विनती करना,
pursue,
परस्यू, पीछा करना. एक और भी होता है,
carry on, carry on,
to try to achieve something, so you say pursue. You are pursuing an academic career. Okay? So it's not that you are going behind the academic career all the time, but you are actually in a way, yes. So that is the idea.
quench,
बुझाना, आग भी हो सकता है, प्यास भी हो सकता है.
raid,
धावा बोलना, छापा मारना. yes.
rain,
बारिश होना. ठीक है, बरसना,
rescue,
उद्धार करना, उद्धार करना, बचाना. रोर,
roar,
गरजना.
गरजना,
हाँ, रिजर्व, रिजर्व, बचा कर रखना. हाँ,
row,
रो,
now,
वर्ब. नाव खेना, रो द बोट विथ द ओर.
with the ruin,
बर्बाद कर देना, बर्बाद करना.
sail,
जहाज या नाव पे चढ़ के चले जाना. ठीक है, या सेल में जाना. ओ, नाउन इज डिफरेंट. यस, ओ, पाल, पतवार.
seep,
चूना,
ooze,
या समथिंग ऑफ दैट सॉर्ट. यस,
seed,
सुलगना, seed. This is the shall is of course the typical future marker which is no more used very often.
slay,
मार गिराना. yes,
smear,
बिखेर देना, फैला देना. sneeze is
Sneeze.
very easy. छींकना,
split, but,
बांटना, तोड़ना. yes, और बंट जाना भी होता है.
spoil,
सड़ना या सड़ाना, बिगाड़ देना.
squeeze,
निचोड़ना. ठीक है,
sue,
स्यू, केस दायर करना, कानूनी कार्रवाई करना.
suit,
सूट, ठीक ठाक फिट बैठना.
suppose,
सपोज, मान लेना,
reckon,
मानना, मान लेना.
sway,
झूलना, झूलना.
waver,
स्वे,
ear,
फाड़ना.
thaw,
कोई जमी हुई चीज़ है जो कि पिघलने के पहले थोड़ा सा सेटल डाउन करता है. तो ठीक पिघलना नहीं, लेकिन पिघलने के पहले का जो है कि एकदम बिल्कुल फ्रोजन हालत से थोड़ा ठीक ठाक हालत में आता है, दैट इज थॉ.
ow,
तो घसीटना, नाव को रस्सी लगा के खींच के ले जाओ, उस नाव का मोटर खराब हो गया है,
trail,
पीछे पीछे जाना.
train,
टीच, टू टीच.
transfer, shift,
हाँ, स्थानांतर करना. ठीक है,
translate,
अनुवाद करना,
read,
कदम रखना,
treat,
बर्ताव करना,
view,
मतलब कि ठीक से देखना. हाँ, व्यू.
wail,
चिल्ला के रोना. हाँ, लेकिन मोर्न साइलेंटली भी किया जा सकता है. वेल में आवाज़ निकलना जरूरी है.
wait,
इंतज़ार करना,
wear,
घिस के खड़ा होना. वेल
will,
मतलब फ्यूचर टेंस मार्कर. फ्यूचर टेंस मार्कर विल का एक मतलब और होता है इच्छा करना. और इसलिए मेरे मरने के बाद मेरी संपत्ति का जो किया जाएगा इसके बारे में मेरी इच्छा को मैं जिस कागज़ पे लिख के रखता हूँ उस कागज़ को कहा जाता है मेरा विल, वसीयतनामा।
Worship. पूजा पाठ.
उपासना करना,
Yawn.
जम्हाई लेना,
Yell.
चिल्लाना थोड़ा कुत्ते की तरह है। येल इज ए टिपिकल वर्ब विथ डॉग। ओके,
Yield.
यील्ड उत्पन्न करना, उगाना, यस, या फिर टूट जाना, हिम्मत हार जाना, मान जाना, ये सब भी हो जाता है। ठीक है, वी कम टू द मेजर फॉर्म्स ऑफ sentences that we have learnt all through the 3 quarters of the course till now. Yes, actually in this it is not much possible to read out anything. Okay, so all the forms of the sentences which we have studied till now that have been summarized here. Okay, so this we studied in quarter 1. These 3 we added in quarter 2, and these 4 we have added recently in quarter 3. Okay. So here we have got different kinds of subjects here: I, we, they, you, other plural nouns, other plural nouns or pronouns. Okay, subjects will run like this, and single subject, he, she, it, Ram, the dog, the table, all of them will fit here. Okay. Here you have corresponding to the upper one, you have the verb form give, corresponding to the lower one, you have gives. Okay. This is for present. For past, it is the same thing, gave. For future, it is will give. Okay. In the negative, in place of give, it will become do not give. For gives, it will become does not give. Similarly, for gave, it will become did not give. For will give, it will become will not give. Right? When you want to ask a question, then you may ask, do we give? Or if you ask otherwise, then you will say, do we not give? Depending on whether that not will be there or not. If it comes, then it will come here. You may ask a question which requires a specific answer rather than yes, no. In that case, the corresponding WH word will come here. What does he give? What will I not give? मैं क्या नहीं दूंगा? तुमको कुछ भी दे सकता हूँ, तुम्हें क्या नहीं दूंगा? What will I not give you? Okay, fine. In passive voice, similarly, you will have the structure. In the passive voice, in the support, you will get are, am, is for be, or were, was, or will be, and therefore we have to now split this we and I, because here we and I will take different kinds of verbs. With we you will have are, with I you will have am, and with he you will have is, and other plural subjects will go along with we, and singular subjects other than I and you will go with he, and I is unique anyway. Okay. So we, I, he, with that will fit are, am, is in present, and where with we, and was with these two in past, and in future all the same cases will be given. So we will be given, we are given, he is given, he was given, right? Many sentences you can scoop out from here. When it is negative, then simply a not will come here, but with a special proviso. In the case of present and past, simply not will come here. In the case of future, in which in place of are, am, is, or where, was, here there is a two verb combination, will be. In that, with the weight of this not, the be drops down, okay, and then realizes a little later that it has dropped down, so it joins here. Okay. So will, out of will be will get dropped, and it will actually join here. So in that case, the sentence will turn out to be, we will not be given. Okay. So out of will be, one bit that B part will actually end up here. Same thing happens in the case of asking questions. Okay. So, are we given? Are we not given? Okay. So, not comes here. Will we be given? So, under the weight of the subject, the out of will be drops down, okay, and goes and joins here. And if not is there, then it will go and join even after not. Will we be given? Will we not be given? Okay. So, be then connects very closely with given and does not retain its contact with will anymore. Okay. In the case of not coming in the picture or subject coming in the picture, then be rushes to be close to the verb it is supporting and not with the subject. This thing has to be kept in mind. And similarly, as we come to continuous, we are given, we are giving, we are not giving. हम लोग दे रहे हैं, हम लोग नहीं दे रहे हैं. Okay. We will be giving, we will not be giving. Be will come later if not comes. Similarly, in the questions, why are we giving? Why are we not giving? Okay. Why will we be giving? Why will we not be giving? Be अंत में जाके give के साथ बैठेगा, पहले नहीं. Okay. यहाँ से be will be का टुकड़ा होके be जो है सपोर्ट करते हुए verb उधर चला जाएगा. Basically, verb is coming in three parts. Will, be, giving. Okay. So, be has a dilemma with whom to stay, with will or with give. Okay. So, when things come in between not or subject, then it feels that its duty is to be close to the verb which it is supporting. So, rushes to give and will stays alone. Okay. So, this is the verb which needs support. So, be stays close to it. That could not be done in the case of where was, because the two parts were not there. Okay. Similar things here. We are not being given, हम लोगों को नहीं दिया जा रहा है. Are we not being given? Okay. In this, the difficulty with future does not arise, because in the first place future itself does not arise. Okay. So, in case of passive voice, continuous future is not possible, that is continuous future does not have a passive form. Okay. Whatever was happening with be here, same thing will have here with have in the case of completed action, perfect tense. We have given, we have not given, we had given, we had not given, we will have given, we will have not, nahi, we will not have given. Okay. Have comes later. Have you given? Have you not given? Will you have given? Will you not have given? Have comes later. Okay. After not. Similarly here. Okay. In passive. Here again, you do not need that trouble, because forget about future, that whole passive will not come in the case of perfect continuous. So, both of these are active. This is positive negative sentence and this is interrogative including query. Okay. Query has been included like this. So, this is what we set out to teach in English proficiency program essentially, and somebody who does not make any mistake from top to bottom, from this corner to this corner, in making all the 360 kinds of sentences that can come out of this, he knows English. Okay. That is our idea. Okay. He can polish his English, he can improve its his English, but to begin with he knows English if he does not make any mistake from this end to that end. Okay. And those who do not know English to the extent that they make mistakes here and there in this, all that they need to learn is this. But this sheet in isolation you give to somebody, it is very difficult to learn. and that is why we are having all these sessions, all these classes, all these discussions. And in order to have the practice of framing sentences in this form, that form, in order to recognize the pattern, in order to have enough practice, you need words, and that is why we are trying to teach you thousands of words. Okay. So, at this point,
I have a question, sir.
yes.
Which state is being referred to by will have?
Oh, okay. At a future time, the particular point of time about which we will be talking, okay, with reference to that time, the action which has been completed, which will have been completed before that, that is the time which we are talking about. Okay. So, before you proceed for Germany, I will have completed these lessons. Okay.
Will have and would have both have the same meaning, sir?
Will is actual situation which will arise. Would is mostly hypothetical or imaginary. Okay. But sometimes people use it interchangeably, and many people use would in the place of will, because they feel that is the only thing which you can do. Okay. So, we stop here and continue with session 30 in the next class, which will be our last session in quarter 3. Okay. Thank you.